plaintiff, Cassandra Pease, says the defendant is her oldest child, and he was always a good kid, but he recently started abusing marijuana. Cassandra is suing her son today for an unpaid loan. Defendant Christopher Robinson believes his mother resents him because when he was 23 years old, Cassandra told him her life would have been easier if he had never been born. Christopher insists he invested the money from Cassandra into his business.
All right, and ma'am, you're suing your son for $2,000 for an unpaid loan?
Yes.
How's he your son? He looks older than you.
That's what It is biological, sir.
Really? All right.
I started having my children at a young age.
But it didn't hurt you much. You cute in the face and
thick in the waist.
what do they call thick in the waist? There you go. I missed the second part. There you go. See, the brothers are clapping. They know.
Why, thank you, Judge Mathis.
Go ahead. Give me a little background. You say you've had how many children?
I actually have 5 biological children.
Okay.
I started having my children at a young age, and he's my oldest, Christopher. By the age of 21, I had 3 kids, and I married my daughter's father. But he wasn't a good father image because he was selling drugs, and so he wasn't a good role model as a dad to him. And I really love my son.
What type of son has he been?
He is a great
No
son.
troubles?
Not with the law. He hasn't been in trouble. He's a good spiritual guy, but he was saying that he didn't think that this world was going to be around, so he didn't want to go to college. He just wanted to be a drifter, kind of like did that with his life. And he never really smoked or drank or did drugs or nothing. Over the last couple of years, he done started smoking weed, and he's not really doing.
Oh, please, don't you start crying about this man smoking weed. You need to stop.
It's not the
smoking no weed. You up here crying.
No, it's the disappointment that I just try to.
You'll be doing a lot of crying because they smoking weed. If that's a big deal,
it isn't just.
How many children you got?
I have 5. I have 3 sons and 2 daughters.
You're gonna be crying 5 times a day. Stop that.
It's just that I try to encourage them to do something with themselves.
Now there you go.
And it's like from me having them younger, I did some things that wasn't good, and it was kind of like do as I say and not as I do. That was kind of not a good leading by example.
But you know, I've just thought about it. If you say he's a drifter, not handling his business, now that happens if you're a weed head.
He's one now.
He's a weed head?
Yeah, every day.
Okay, well, that's no good. No. That's when you don't do anything. You lay up and smoke weed all day, and you become a drifter, or weed head, or burn out, all kind of other things. And so I understand. It's just like a person who drinks alcohol all day. He's an alcoholic, and he's going to destroy his life. Yeah. If you're a weed head, smoking weed all day, every day, you're going to destroy your life. You're going to be a drifter. And you're not going to... You a drifter?
No.
Give me some background, sir.
Well, growing up, my mom, Your Honor, had a rough childhood. And as far as that, my grandmother, I would say she resented my mom. And she came and she took my other 4 siblings from my mom. And
Why?
Well, because my mom was young, wild, and she also did drugs and had just like, I guess, bad men that she'd been with. There just wasn't good examples in her life. I would also say that my mom resented me because when I was 23, my mom said her life would be easier without me.
At 23, yes. Out that basement, yes. In the basement or nearby.
That same household.
Yeah, her life would be better if grown people move out. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, when I was 23, I didn't actually live with my mother. She was here in Texas, and I was actually back in
Why do you
Portland,
think she said that then, sir?
Well, I think she's just, I guess, looking at her life and her career or whatever, or what she planned on doing then. But she had 4 other kids, so.
Did she say you or y'all?
She said me.
Well, then, it didn't have anything to do with the other kids. It's you.
Your Honor, that's not correct. It was all of them. What I said was this. I said, had I made better decisions on having my children, have been more mature, more stable, financially stable, that they all would have been with one father, married, a better life, things would have been more better planned. That's what I said. And now with how disrespectful my kids tend to be, I can be honest and tell you there has been times that I have been said that if I would have known me spoiling you guys and being away with you guys, I don't think I would have had any kids. My kids, they disrespect me. My one son tried to hit me. No, the one under him. He tried to reach in my window and swing at me one time. I had to call the police on him. So in case I would have had to kill him, I need to know the police to know who the aggressor was.
That's right.
Because he was swinging at me.
That's right.
In case I would have had to kill him, I needed the police to know who the aggressor was. It was him. Because I wasn't going to fight him. I was going to kill him. And I did tell them that if I would have known that they would have come to disrespect me the way that they do, I do everything that I can for my kids. And I try to encourage them to do something with themselves to do better. I give my all. And it's still.
How are your other children? He seems well adjusted. How are your other ones?
My other son, he's a nice guy. He supposedly.
When he's not swinging on you.
Yeah. The second one that was swinging, tried to hit me. He's hustling, but he's taking care of himself.
How about your other three?
My oldest daughter, the one that I was married to her dad, she doesn't talk to me because she was predominantly with my mother.
How about the other one?
My two youngest ones, my 16-year-old son, he just the last day of school done moved out, talk about he moved with his 20-year-old girlfriend. And my 18-year-old daughter, she still live with me at home.
Now, what are you doing with your life? When we're going to get to the loan, but what are you doing? She said you're a drifter.
As far as now,
you're a weed head and a drifter.
No, I'm not actually.
How much weed you smoke?
Actually, growing up my whole life,
You grow it.
Growing.
You don't
No.
use your own product. You don't use your own product.
No.
Huh?
No, I don't actually. I'm against drinking, smoking,
Why you say
and
you
everything.
grow it then? You just grow it but don't smoke?
I said growing up, Your Honor.
Oh, growing up.
Growing up. My whole life, yeah. I never actually condoned or drunk or smoke or anything. And I want to say like the past about year and a half, my brothers and stepdad, they would smoke like every day, all the time, and it was more so like.
So they're the weed heads, and now you
joined them.
joined.
I quit. No, I quit. I stopped actually completely. Yeah.
Just before we walked in here.
No, actually, that's not true, Your Honor. I've been actually stopped.
What are you doing with your life?
As far as now, I actually created my own online e-commerce website.
Does it pay you?
As far as yes, I only made. I want to say about
He still lives with
Hold
me.
on, ma'am.
Hey.
Only made about, I want to say, $78 so far, but I actually
And
just.
how long? What time frame?
Within, I want to say, a month and a half. And I actually created a backpack and some swimwear design and different things like that I actually been.
All right, ma'am, he sounds
working on.
very industrious, and he sounds like he's on his way to success. Well, only advice I would give you is you might need to get some employment while you work on your businesses on the side, because she's about to tell me you sit up in the room in the basement or whatever, and you do all that stuff, and it ain't bringing in a dime, and you're living off her, and Your Honor, he eating my food, he in the refrigerator every day. When I come home, ain't nothing left in the refrigerator, and don't let me buy this. That's gone in 10 seconds.
Preach.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Get a job, she won't have that to say.
I would like to add, I don't know how long my mom haven't worked, but my stepdad, me, and my sister work, and we pretty much pay the bills in the house. My mom just recently got a job. She worked for 2 days and quit.
Boy, you talking pretty big to owe $2,000. Let's see. You say he borrowed $2,000. Let's hear from you. You got some type of job.
Okay. Back in 2016, I got a settlement. I asked my son, he was staying with me at the time, like he is now. I said, if I loan you the money, son, I want you to do something with yourself, whether it's to buy a job, buy your car, if you need to get pay for some forklift license or whatever it is that you need to do to make you self-sufficient.
There you go.
I want them off of my dress till.
That's right.
I feel like I gotta start living my own life.
Yep.
So I gave him the $2,000, and he signed this. I said, I'm going to give you...
signed an agreement to pay?
Right here,
Let's see it, please.
I said, I'll give you 90 days. You don't have to start paying it right back. I won't, because I didn't want to start paying back my own money. Okay. So I got him 90 days, said October 16th. He's supposed to start making payments of $150 every 2 weeks, and he would have had it paid off by the end of April 2017. He has not made me one payment. He did nothing with the money. He didn't buy no car. He didn't do nothing productive, nothing with the money.
He may have invested it in his businesses. He's waiting on the return. So you really went into business with him. And you are about 20% of those companies. So you want this money now? You want your 20%.
I want all of it.
And if I did absolutely nothing with the money, I would still have it.
Where's the money?
It's invested in the business, and it's also, I have to pay off at Arlington Court in Texas. I have to pay an $1,100 driving without license.
Yeah, that's not her concern.
Yes, I know. But that's where the money actually went, so.
I'm gonna give her money and a percentage.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, $2,000 is your judgment and 15% of the companies.
Right. Thank you.
All right?
Thank you,
so
sir. Thank you.
There you go. Have a good day.
I just want to say this is my son, and he knows that I really love him. It's just I want him to pay my money.
I love my mom too, but everybody know my mom, she's aggressive, and she'll make a deal or she'll say you owe her something. As soon as you get the money, hey, she changed all the way up. I believe money changed, not just people, but my mom entirely.
One thing I haven't changed is I still want my money.
See?